Hey guys, I want to do a very quick overview of what I just got today. I just got the Mystery Tackle Box Pro Bass version. My very first box. I have broken the seals on it because I want to do this a little bit different. Most people just kind of unbox it real quick. I'm going to show you everything that I got first, and then I'm going to go back through it. So you can just stop the video when you see everything I get if that's what you're looking for. This is what came for inside the box. If you can see that, that's what came for inside the box. It's now in the back of the dibble. And I got this Jinko trimmer pack right there. So with the shad, I got spring lock jig heads from Mustad, along with some shad tail from Makoma Live 3D series. So soft bait. I got the Baby Bite DR. That's not Doctor, that's Deep Runner, 2 to 4 meters, which means it's about 6 foot 7 inches to about 13.1, something like that. A Smart Bait color changing jerk bait. You can see that in there, and I'll unbox it here in a minute. And then the Catch Code Death Stalker, got that as well. And some Christy Craws, a small tube of garlic, and the ever popular sticker, which I'm guessing goes with the Death Stalker. So if that's all you wanted to know what's in the box, you're done, man. If you want to know more about this stuff, well, let me unbox some of it. First, this is the color changer bait. It's kind of unboxed in itself. It's jerk bait, and it does have some rattles in it, so you can hear those. So jerk bait, the cool thing about this, and I can't wait to try, they say the entire bait changes color, and it says it's going from the chartreuse to the blood red, and it says that right there on the back of the package. It tells you what the change is and all that kind of good stuff. So excited about that. Was hoping I would get a jerk bait. I joined Mystery Tackle Box because I'm brand new back into bass fishing, and I don't have a whole lot of tackle, and so I thought this would be a good way to get some things, and hopefully things that I can use as well. And I know that I'm going to use that. In fact, there were 2 things in this that I was going to go out and buy, so I don't have to go out and buy them now, which is the whole purpose of this. So here is the Weston Baby Bite DR, Deep Runner, not Doctor. So this is the bait. Here's the back, which the fish don't see, and then what the fish do see. Notice it does say 2 to 4 meters on the bill, if you can read that. Now, 2 to 4 meters, 2 meters is 6 foot 6.74 inches per Google, and 4 meters is 1.48. So it's going to run 6.5 to 13. 6.5 to 13. Got a low battery warning there. 6.5 to 13 feet. And the cool thing too is it does have some rattles in it as well. So it's kind of a medium crankbait, and I imagine I'll be using that as well. This is the Death Stalker from Catch Co. Catch Co is Mystery Tackle Box's company, and so it's kind of a neat little idea, spoonish idea here, that essentially you actually fish this, and it actually tells you, this is one thing I like about it, it tells you how to fish it on the back, okay, which is great. All right, and it says it's a multi-species killer, so we'll see. All right, but you fish it just by dropping it down, let it sink, bring it back up. Okay, you fish it like that. Okay, I believe that's what they say. Yeah, vertically. So that would be vertically if you are challenged in that way. So that is the Death Stalker. Kind of excited about that. Probably being new, I understand why they give me something like this as well. It's definitely something that's going to be useful, just to drop by cover and drop down, and then, you know, just fish it like it's supposed to. Having trouble getting it put back in, so I'm trying to fill the time. All right, not going to open these yet, but there are 4 of these little bad boys in here. It says you can rig them on a jig. It says you can rig them drop shot or Carolina rig. I like the looks of them. I'm intrigued by, it looks like they're a hollow head with a tube already cut for the hook to come out the bottom is what it looks like. Just looking at that, even though you can see that tube through the fish. So should be rather interesting. Can't wait to get that open and try it. Imagine that's why they sent these along with it, was to rig that. Now I did see one of the pros, I watched a thing on swim baits with him, and he took something like this and he actually fed the jig head up into the swim bait. And so I may try that with that as well. This is something that I was really actually looking for. This is the other bait that I was really excited about because I was looking at getting a head like this. It's just a trimmer head along with a shad, and not gonna open it, gonna wait to open that, but excited mainly because of that head right there. I can use it with this swim bait, obviously. Can use it with a lot of different things. And of course the old Christy Cross. These are the black and blue fleck. So good nighttime bait, good dirty water bait, which I have to fish a lot of, unfortunately, at Cedar Creek Lake at times with my father-in-law. I'll definitely use these, I've got some different craws that I've been using, but these will definitely find their way into the rotation so I can try those out and see which one I like the best. Like I said, I'm new, so I'm trying to figure all this good stuff out and everything. So I'll tell you what, they sent me this MTB mystery tackle box garlic, and I'm gonna have to figure out something to use that with. I probably will use it with that shad and everything to see how that works, and I'll let you know about that. But man, I'm hoping it doesn't start leaking because it will stink up everything. The new dibble is laid out just as and what's in your box is on this. I think this is a really kind of cost-effective way for them to do this. And if they have to get cost-effective to keep giving us value, I'm great on that. But they're going to give you great tips. If you haven't gotten one of these yet and you're still wondering, they're going to give you great tips on everything. And a lot of this actually coincides. I've read a couple of the articles so far, and it coincides with some of the stuff that you've gotten in the box as well. So I'm excited about seeing all this stuff. So, and I think specifically this right here, 3 ways to catch suspended bass. That Catchco that Death Stalker is kind of highlighted in this yo-yoing a blade bait. So I think that's kind of why that's there. Now I think this is odd that they are upgrading me. Upgrade to Pro. They already did, man. So I'm excited about it. I really think that I got a good value for everything that was in this box. Now, the way it was told to me, I subscribed actually at the end of March, wanting to get in on the April box, and they sent me one out, and they've got great customer service so far, and what I've encountered, and they told me that it was an early April box. So I don't know if some of this stuff is going to be in your April box. I'll be excited to see some of you guys' stuff and what you get, but they basically kind of told me that they try not to repeat stuff, and I was getting an early April box. I wasn't going to get the dregs. That was my concern. I was going to get the dregs of what was left over. And so I'm not getting the dregs of what's left over. I got an early April box, whatever that means. So I'll look forward to seeing you guys, and I won't get another box till May. I could have them send me one, but I'm going to wait and hold off. I've been spending a little bit much on fishing stuff lately. And so I'm going to make sure that I don't spend a whole lot more before I get another box, especially after the trip to Bass Pro Shop tonight. If you're a beginner, if you're starting back off, I am not an expert. I'm just trying to start out again. And I would love some of you guys that know bass fishing and let me know kind of your thoughts on this, because I've got my current setup is I found a steal of a deal on a Revo SX, a Boo Garcia. It's the last year's version, but I got it at the Bargain Cave at Cabela's. I spent $70 on it. I kind of feel guilty saying that because it's a $160 reel, but it's left-handed, and I always reeled when I was a kid. The spinning rigs that I had, I would always reel left-handed, and so I was like, no big deal. It's just that I'm really left-handed on a bait caster. And I actually took that out, had that reel, and had a Pro Max from Abu Garcia as well. And I really enjoyed being able to cast right-handed and reel left-handed. I tried to cast left-handed; it was not pretty. So I decided I was going to keep that kind of setup, and actually took my Pro Max back and the rod it was on, and went to Bass Pro tonight and bought a Revo X because I couldn't afford a actual SX, but bought a Revo X along with a Temple Fork Outfitters rod, and excited about that. Got a 7.6 rod with the Revo High Speed X, 7.3 to 1. Heavy rod, fast tip. I'm going to use that for flipping. 7 foot 6 inches it better be. But for flipping and kind of more working cover and working banks. Probably won't throw anything on it other than, stuff to penetrate cover. I'll probably try to do some square bills on it. And may work, I'll work some Texas rigs, some worms, and some jigs and stuff like that. But the other rod I have a Cabela's Terminate ZX 7.1. It's the swim bait, spinnerbait rod, medium heavy, fast action, and I've got that Revo SX 6.4 to 1 on it. And basically I'm planning on using that for everything else. I can still flip and pitch with that rod if I want to. So if I have something on there I want to do that with, I can. But use that for my crankbaits, for my spinner baits, my chatter baits. Just depending on cover, I may throw some chatter off of the 7.6 rod too. But I got a 7.1 and a 7.6, and I got 2 good reels, I think. I'm running mono right now because I'm still trying to learn how to cast a bait caster without it bird nesting all the time. Doing a decent job of figuring out how to tune those. If you don't know how to tune those, man, go to Bass Resource. Go to Fluke Master on YouTube. Look at him. You probably already know about him, but Gene Jensen's great on teaching you stuff. Enjoyed his videos. So check those out. I would also say that, basically I'm running 20 pound on my 7.6 and I'm running 12 pound on my 7.1. And I'll probably up that 12 pound to 14 or 16 next time I respool. So anyway, all mono. I'll get to braided and fluoro when I can master some of this other stuff. But enjoying it. Can't wait to get back on the lake with my father-in-law, or do some bank fishing here around Fort Worth and all that. So if you got questions about any of these baits, or if you got tips and tricks and suggestions, I would definitely welcome those. Just excited to be a part of Mystery Tackle Box and everything that they do. I've been impressed with them. I really looked into them and their competitors, and the reason that I did the Mystery Tackle Box is stuff like this. Stuff that matches. Stuff that they give you that's pre-rigged, or not pre-rigged, but this goes with that. And the fact that they tell you how to fish stuff and all of that is the reason that I went with Mystery Tackle Box. Doesn't mean I won't try something else in the future. But first box, I would have to say I got 2 things that I was planning on going to buy if they weren't in there. Hope my wife didn't hear that. But that 2 things I was definitely going to buy. And so that saves me some money. Got a couple things that I'm interested to try. And some things that I know I can use. The Christie Craws I can use all the time, especially where I fish. So anyway, questions, comments, snide remarks, you can keep those to yourself. But anything else, put them in the comments, man. Thanks. Bye.